Hi everybody, my name is Denise. Welcome to Power Flow Birds the Word. We're going to work on opening up the hips and then work toward Bird of Paradise. This class is originally from Inner Dimension TV, an online streaming yoga and meditation platform. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below, then click on the link to get your 10-day free trial with Inner Dimension TV. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great class.
Hi there. Welcome to your 45-minute flow, Birds the Word. Let's go ahead and get started reclining on your back in Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Spread your knees wide, and if you'd like the support of your blocks beneath your knees, go ahead and grab those and set yourself up for a few breaths. Arriving to your practice, close your eyes, soften your belly. Maybe inviting one hand to your heart space, your other hand to your belly. Otherwise, arms could fall away from the body. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. 3 more slow and steady. Inhale and exhale. 1 more together as you ease into your practice and out of the busyness or the activity of whatever your day or morning has required thus far. Exhale, feel the earth supporting you beneath any parts of your body that are making contact with your mat. Seal your lips. Call in your Ujjayi breathing. As you inhale, feel the heart and the chest rise up toward the sky. As you exhale, spine down, navel down, releasing the breath. 3 more times, heat-building Ujjayi breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. 2 more times, warming up your body and setting your intentions for your practice today. Identify the why behind your movements. Take 1 more inhale. Big full exhale. Extend the arms away from your ribs. Allow the palms to rotate up toward the sky. Reach towards your knees. Close your legs like a book. Soles of your feet return to your mat. Curl your knees in towards your chest. Maybe the spine stays long. Maybe you tuck the chin in towards your chest and lift your tailbone and your shoulder blades. Flexing through the heels and the toes for a breath. Pointing through the ankles and the toes for a breath. Continue to tuck your knees in. Plug your tailbone and your shoulder blades down. Back of the head rest too. Perfect, there we go. Extend the toes forward, pointing through the toes. Send the arms up and back. Create a banana-like shape in your body. So full extension, point your toes toward the front of the space, arms toward the back of your mat. And as you exhale, knees in toward chest, fingertips toward heels, navel down toward spine. Waking up your core 4 more times. Inhale, open up, banana-like shape of the body. As you exhale, knees in towards your chest, give those abs a little squeeze. 3 more, inhale, open up. Exhale, circle the arms forward toward the heels as you tuck the knees back in. 2 more times, inhale, open. As you exhale, squeeze in. 1 more, inhale, float the toes forward, reach the arms up and back. As you exhale, knees in towards your chest, stay there. Reach your fingertips towards your hamstrings or towards your shins. Rock and roll like a ball all the way up and into a cross-legged seat. Take as many or as few rocks as you'd like. Once you arrive to your cross-legged seat, ground with the palms resting on the thighs or the knees. Inhale, shoulders forward, over to the right, back, and around. Finding your Sufi rolls over to your first side. 2 more rotations, shifting forward, over to one side, back and around. 1 more, inhale, wake up your spine. Exhale, sweep back and over. Seamless transition to your second side. Inhale, shoulders forward. 3 rotations over, counter stretching. Scooping and sweeping. Maybe your eyes are closed, maybe your gaze is gently open. Feel your body and take 1 more breath, 1 more rotation over, back, around, and forward again. Really nice. Pause at center. Sit up tall in your seat. Find stillness once again. Crown of the head lifts up as the shoulders plug down. Free the arms out to the sides of the room, up toward the ceiling. Exhale back into your heart space. Roll over the shins as you plant the palms down in front of your shins. We'll find downward facing dog together. So make sure you're not too far forward or not too far back in your downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, get the hips up, ground through the heels. With legs about hips width, hide your heels behind your toes. Spread your arms are about shoulders width. Spread your fingers wide, drive the heels down and lift your tailbone up. Squeeze your navel in towards your spine. Plug your shoulders so far away from your ears, widen your scapulas, and continue to wrap your triceps back. 2 breaths. If you haven't set your intentions for your time on your mat today, here's another opportunity to check in. 1 more smooth breath in through your nose and out through your nose. On the inhale, send your right leg up and back, parallel to the mat, about hips height. Bend the knees, stack the joints, right hip over the left, keeping your right heel and toes actively flexed to protect your knees. Take 1 more inhale, breathing, lifting, extending the right leg up with breath. And as you exhale, right knee, right tricep, take a moment, hold and pause there. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Pulse your hips up and down, waking up the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment and check in. Make sure your right knee is directly over your right heel. Keep your hip points as even as you can here. Drive energy through your back, left knee, and heel. Bend the elbows. Think chaturanga, dragon push-ups. Elbows go back, bend in, hover, push right back up to lizard. 4 more. Inhale, bend the elbows. Crown of the head continues to extend forward. Exhale, straighten the arms. There we go. 3 more. Bend and straighten. 2, bend and straighten. 1 more. Bend, hold, and hover. Straighten both arms. Use your lower abdominals. Get your right leg back up. 3-leg dog with an open hip. Exhale, close the hip. Return to your downward facing dog. Waking up the body in between sides. Let's take an inhale. Release your exhale. Inhale, left leg up and back. Start with the leg about hips height. From there, open up the toes to the left, rotating from the inner thigh. Bend the knee, flex through the heel and the toes for support and protection of your lifted left knee. Take a couple breaths, dig in, open up, see what's there today. And as you exhale, flow your left knee towards your left arm, high or low. Step your left foot on the outside of the left hand. Take a moment and center. Pin your left hip back. Notice if that right hip is dipping lower than the left. You want your hip points and your shoulders and your ribs even. Pulse the hips up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment, check in. How's the body's alignment? Knee is over heel. Crown of the head is extending forward, so you're lengthening out of the thoracic spine. Elbows back, dragon push-ups. Here we go. 5, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Push yourself back up into your 3-leg dog. Close the hip. Back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels high as they'll go. Stay in your dog. Exhale, heels plant back down toward or into your mat. 1 more. Inhale, heels up high. Exhale, heels down low. Moving along, inhale, lift your heels up, look forward. Exhale, step or lightly hop in between both thumbs. Inhale, halfway rise, palms to shins or fingertips to earth. Exhale, deep back into your fold. Bring your hands to your hips with a flat back, rise all the way up to standing. Send your arms out and up, reach up, look up, a little hint of back bend at the peak here. And as you exhale, hands to your heart space. Widen the stance of your legs about mat's width. Heels in, toes slightly out, just at about 45 degrees. Nothing too crazy here. You want to be gentle as you open up the hips. Free the hands down toward the thighs or the knees, and then squat down to your fierce angle pose, also known as goddess pose here. We're going to hold for a few breaths as we open up the hips. Open up the quads or wake up the quads, firing up the glutes. And the tail stays under the lower floating ribs. Yeah. Free the arms out to the left and to the right. Flex your fingers wide. Palms face forward. Sink in a little deeper and then pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smooth breath in. As you exhale, straighten the legs, stand up tall, send your arms up toward the ceiling. Hold the shape through the inhale. As you exhale, Malasana Yogi squat, bend the knees to open up the hips, hips down under the shoulders. 2 more times. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up, lifting with breath. Exhale, hands back into your heart space. Beautiful. Inhale, arms and crown up. Exhale, back down to your squat. 1 more. Inhale, lift up, nice breath. Exhale, back through your Malasana squat. Free the fingertips down toward the earth, hips up, straighten the legs. Heel toe your legs to hips width, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway rise. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back through your plank pose. Hold there for a mini moment, mini breath. Firm your belly, squeeze your elbows in, chaturanga, lower all the way down. Point your toes back. Slide your palms underneath your elbows. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, lift your heart, baby cobra. Exhale, return to your mat. Tuck your toes, press up through your plank pose into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Release your exhale. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or lightly hop, top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway rise. Exhale, fold in deep. Rise up all the way to standing. Circle the arms up, gaze up, maybe a little lean back. Exhale, right back into your forward fold. Dig in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palms plant. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Remember, walking back to downward facing dog is always an option. Grounding back through 4 limbs in your downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg up and back. Hips height or thereabouts, squaring off the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger stretch. Take a moment, little pause. Inhale, right leg grows up and back. Exhale, right knee, right arm, high or low, you choose. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, step your right leg forward. Warrior 1, back left foot goes flat. Find the legs in heel to heel alignment, fingertips, arms, and crown of the head up. Front right thigh bone parallel to the mat. Right knee, ankles, and toes forward. Back left foot, toes open just at about 45 degrees. Breathing into the shape for 2. Hip points towards your lower floating ribs for 1. Sternum in, reach up. Maybe you take a moment to look up here. As you exhale, circle your arms down, plank pose. Take your version of vinyasa, coasting your body back through downward facing dog. Remember, let your practice feel good as you work the kinks out of your body. Calming the brain, strengthening your body, left side. Inhale, left leg glides up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left knee, left arm, high or low. Inhale, extend the heel back. Exhale, step it through, warrior 1, back right foot goes flat, forward facing warrior. Pressing the outer edge of your right foot into the mat, feel the arch of the foot, the calf and the inner thigh lifting up too. Both legs are active. Pin your left hip back. Take a deep breath in. Maybe take a moment here, shine your heart up as you continue to pour into a juicy bend of your front left knee. That's it. And as you exhale, let it go, flowing through your vinyasa, attaching 1 breath to each movement, grounding back and down dog. Let's flow 1 more of our Sun A and B hybrids together. From downward facing dog, lift your heels as high as they'll go. Take a moment, stay in your dog, heels drive down low. Inhale, heels up high. Add a little twist, heels go to the right, toes float over to the left, palms stay flat, hips stay high. Inhale back through center, hips up. Counter twist, exhale, heels go left, toes go right. Inhale, heels back up, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Widen the stance of the legs about mat's width. Heels in, toes out. Stand up tall, circling the arms out and up toward the ceiling. Exhale, right back into Malasana Yogi squat, get low. 4 more, full body extension, stand up tall, circle the arms out and up. As you exhale, hands melt back into your heart. 3 more, inhale, fluid with breath, we lift. Exhale, melt your hips down. 2 more, belly stays firm, inhale, lift, stand up tall. Exhale, coast your hips back down. Really nice, take 1 more, inhale, float up, reach up, lift up. As you exhale, Malasana Yogi squat, free the fingertips down, straighten the legs, heel toe the legs back to hips width. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palms plant, find your rhythm, flow through your vinyasa. You step back or you hop back through chaturanga, lowering down with strength. On the inhale, shine your heart up. As you exhale, reground through 4 limbs. Inhale, right leg straight up and back with a little fluidity and power. Exhale, knee to chest, squeeze your core, shoulders over wrists every time, please. Inhale, right leg straight up and back. Exhale, right knee, right arm, high or low. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1, just 1 breath. Inhale, rise up, look up, reach up. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa or skip it because you can. Keep breathing, allowing your body to move at your rhythm and your pace. Inhale, left leg straight up and back. Exhale, knee in towards your chest. Inhale, heel back, square off through the hips. Get that heel back and toes down. There it is. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, step it through. 1 breath, warrior 1. Gentle lift of the heart, fluidity as you reach. Grace as you exhale, flowing through your vinyasa. Lowering down with strength, squeezing your elbows in. Lift your heart up. Exhale, lift your hips up. Take a couple moments, a couple breaths to check in. This is your body, your time, your practice. What do you need today? What feels good today? Take in another big breath in, navel in towards spine. Hips up high. Forearms lifting, triceps wrapping back every time. Solid foundation for you to build on and to play. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold. You choose your stance, either the legs or hips width. You walk the legs a little wider, about shoulders width, or maybe you dig in for a few breaths with the legs about mat's width. Make a box around your head with your arms. Feel any tension in your lower back, jaw face melting away. Switch the crossing of the arms, finding balance in the shape. Take a moment and pause, listen to your inhale. Notice your exhale. 1 more moment, breath for and with yourself. We inhale. We exhale. Free your fingertips back down towards your mat. Heel toe your legs toward each other, back to hips width. Ragdoll your way all the way up to standing, keeping at least a micro bend in your knees to get there. Crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Arms out toward the left and right sides of the room. From there, up toward the ceiling. Let your gaze follow the fingertips. Exhale, hands drift into your heart. Take a quarter turn. Send your toes over toward the left side of your space. Full body turns. Yep, whole thing. Right into our tree pose from there. So feel the weight of your body supported by your left foot. Pop your right heel and then open up to a low tree. A medium tree with the sole of the foot into the calf, or foot all the way above the knee into the inner thigh. Feel the relationship of the grounded left leg supporting the weight of the foot. And then feel the leg pushing right back into the foot, so there's a little bit of a relationship there, keeping your body balanced. Tail stays under ribs. Weight your right hip down. And notice if the right knee is trying to captain the left hip forward. Whitney's not doing that here. She's in alignment, so at home, make sure you are too. Take an inhale. Release your exhale. Hold your tree legs. Spread your right arm forward, your left arm back. And then from there, we're gonna find our warrior two. So point your right toes forward, take a big stance, and then send the sole of the right foot down, bend the knee, you're in your warrior two. Tail continues to scoop under the ribs. Arms spread wide. Imagine someone was trying to press your arms down, but you don't let them drop. Front right thigh bone stays parallel to the mat. Spiral the right inner thigh open just like you did in your tree pose. Feel your body in this shape and take 2 more inhales. And heat building exhales. Inhale, arms up about shoulders height, maybe even a little higher today. Left arm down, right palm up. Maybe you pop the right heel to reverse your warrior. You could also bind your left hand behind your waist, resting the back of the hand on the sacrum or reaching all the way over toward the right hip bone. 1 more inhale. As you exhale to your side angle pose, send your right forearm on your right thigh. Left arm straight up out of the shoulder socket up toward the ceiling with fingers spread wide. Gazing up, creating a diagonal line of energy from your back left heel through your side body, out through the crown of the head and your fingertips. Keep pinning your right hip back. Enjoy 1 more inhale. And exhale in this shape. Keep your right knee where it is. Inhale, return to your reverse warrior all the way up and back. Keeping that right knee bent, yeah. As you exhale, side angle, this time right hand on the outside of the right foot on your block or on your mat. Left arm up or up and overhead with the pinky side of your hand down and your thumb lifting up. Beautiful. Keep feeling that pin of the right hip back, the extension out of both sides of the ribs. You take 2 breaths in, lifting, extending out of that right side too. Beautiful. There you go. I got you. Plugging the shoulders down, open up, stretch up, maybe look up. 1 more round, then we'll move on. I know that right quad's probably on fire. Inhale, up and back to reverse. I know. As you exhale, let's take a vinyasa, hands down toward the mat, plank pose. Chaturanga halfway or all the way in. Inhale, curl your spine to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Picking up the pace just a hair. Setting up our second side. Walk your hands back toward your toes. Forward fold back of the mat. Peace fingers to big toes, giving the toes a little tug. Pressing the toes right back into the fingers. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, dig back into your fold. 1 more, just like that. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, return to your fold. Free the toes from the fingertips. Give the wrists a little shake, maybe the fingers a little wiggle. Palms to shins or fingertips to mat, flat back extension. Exhale, fold and melt back in. Ragdoll your way all the way up to standing. Send the arms out and back up toward the ceiling. Exhale, palms press in at your heart space. Give the navel a squeeze in toward the spine and then take a quarter turn over to your right side of your space. Right into our second side. Pop your left heel, feel the right foot supporting the body weight here. And you can stay low, left toes as a kickstand as you open up to your tree pose. Pulling the right hip back so the knee doesn't captain the right hip point over to your left. Avoid your knee, foot into leg, at the calf or at the inner thigh. Well, these are beautiful shapes. Feel your body rooting down. So the right leg is your anchor. From there, you play with weighting that left hip down and opening up the left inner thigh without losing your lift on your right side or in your spine. Shoulders plug down as you free the fingertips forward and back. Think warrior two arms. Gaze forward and then create the shape in the body. Warrior two, left toes extend ahead. Big widened stance here. Left hamstring parallel to the earth. Arms spread wide. Breath flowing deep. Right arm down, left palm up. Maybe you pop your left heel on this side and wrap your right arm behind your back to reverse your warrior. As you exhale, left forearm on thigh, right arm up toward the ceiling, side angle pose. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Inhale, return up and back, pull back, reverse warrior. As you exhale, left hand on the outside of the left foot on your mat or on your block. This time, right arm up or up and overhead. Breathing into that diagonal line of energy from your back right edge of your foot all the way through the lifted right fingertips. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Inhale, pull all the way back to reverse. Keep the left knee where it is. Generous bend of the knee remains. As you exhale, flow through your vinyasa. 1 breath per movement carries you back to dog. We'll take a couple breaths, and we're gonna turn it up just a bit more. Remember, you're at your own pace, at your own time. If you need to slow it down or speed it up, adding any spice that you need. This is your body, your practice. Give yourself 1 more smooth breath in. And deep breath out here in your down dog. Here we go. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Parallel to the mat, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Stay there with your shoulders over your wrists. 1 time, inhale, twist, right knee over to your left arm. Exhale, right knee to your right arm. Inhale, grow your right leg up and back. As you exhale, step it through. Right leg forward, warrior two, back left foot goes flat. Inhale, reverse. As you exhale this time, right arm on the inside of the right foot, find your side angle, take a breath in and hold the shape. Option here to flip your lifted left palm away from you, drop the hand down behind the back, half bind, or right arm underneath the right thigh, setting up for your full bind. If you're binding here, try to reach your right arm up toward the left so that left shoulder gets a little opening, a little invitation to rotate back. You could stay right here, or you can gaze down, look at your right toes. From there, find your right heel, and then your back left arch may walk all the way up and forward, arch of the foot to the front right heel. You're deep in your bind. Maybe you stand up tall, keeping the wrap, keeping the bind of the arms, crown of the head up for your bird of paradise. Or maybe you're like Leah today and you're staying in your extended side angle with your version of your bind because that's what you need for your practice and you're honoring that. If you're standing up tall, maybe you breathe breath into the back of your right leg and send the toes up toward the ceiling without losing any length in your stance or holding your breath. Carefully dropping the right foot back down toward the earth. We'll meet in side angle. Take a moment, take a breath as you walk the left foot back. Free the right arm down, extend the left arm up toward the sky. Inhale, pull all the way back through to reverse. Find fluidity and strength in that transition. Exhale, take your vinyasa, palms down. Right toes back, they could hover a little or a lot. Chaturanga melting. Inhale, shine your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. In between sides, take a moment, check in, breathe in. Breathe out. With power and focus, inhale, left leg drives up and back, stretching the backs of both knees. Exhale, knee in toward your chest. Inhale, left heel straight up and back. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Keeping the shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, you twist, left knee over to your right arm. Exhale, open up, left knee back to the left arm. Inhale, kick back, 3-leg dog. As you exhale, step it through, warrior 1 or warrior 2. I jumped ahead. Take a moment, take a breath. Right arm down, left arm up and back. As you exhale, hand on the outside of the left foot. Right arm up toward the sky. So you can stay here in your side angle. You can set up your bind. Now, if you know you're going for your bird of paradise, walk the hand on the inside of the foot. That's going to give you the space that you need for support there. Right palm away from you, dropping down behind the back. Left arm down underneath the left thigh. You can stay here. Check in, see how that feels. Without losing length in your spine, engage your core. Take your back right arch to your front left heel. Both knees stay bent here as you transition. From there, maybe you keep your bind and stand up tall, setting up the foundation for your bird of paradise here, or you breathe into this level here, stopping where your body says, that's enough. If you're standing up tall in your bird of paradise and the toes up toward the ceiling, see how that feels. Never over or underdoing it. Return a bend to the knee. Let's all meet back in our side angle here. Take your time, guide your body back. Left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, pull back to reverse. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down towards your mat. Pause in your plank pose. Chaturanga, lower with strength. Inhale, shine your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths to check in. Down dog or child's pose is available. Maybe with eyes closed and parted lips. You check in, noticing the sensations you're feeling in this moment, your body's responses to your practice thus far. Keep your thoughts right here, paired with your breath and the intentions that you set for your moving meditation today. And then maybe you allow yourself to just enjoy this moment and this healthy body that you're housed in, healthy enough to practice yoga today. Just enjoy this vehicle. Give him or her a little maintenance. And with your lips parted, your belly soft, and your eyes closed, you take 2 more breaths in and out. Smooth breath in. Deep breath out. Hold the shape. Let's meet with fingertips extended forward in your child's pose. Bring the inner thighs and the knees to touch. Rise up to your tabletop pose. From there, plank pose, tucking the toes, driving the heels back, sending the crown forward. Holding, breathing, and then modifying the shape. Let's meet in forearm plank, forearms down. Knees lift, maybe right toes lift. Hovering the heel an inch or maybe a foot, maybe somewhere in between. Send a little more reach of the heart forward and then release your right toes back down towards your mat. Keep your hips in alignment with your shoulders and float your left heel up a little or a little more. See what happens. Keep your hips lower than your shoulders and your belly firm. Use your breaths. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, drop the left toes, drop your knees, drop your hips, Sphinx pose. Shining the gaze out and up. As you exhale, chin in towards your chest, crown of the head down, a little humility to your practice and the discoveries that it's sending to you today about you. 1 more time, inhale, open up your heart forward, shine up, maybe look up. As you exhale, take your energy back inward, chin in towards your chest. Bring your palms to touch, make a little pillow for your head to rest on. Spin your left cheek onto your mat. Point your toes back. Feel the big toes touching. Think cobra in the stance there. Yeah. And then we'll find half frog. So bend your right knee so much that the inner thigh opens. Yeah, so half frog, gorgeous. So the thigh, the calf is resting down along with the knee on the mat. And think tree pose here. So try not to let that right hip lift higher than the left hip point. Allowing gravity to assist here. You're face down, so the inner thigh is opening gently. You're using the prop of the floor here. Take 2 breaths in and out. Try to keep the heel in alignment with the knee. And maybe for your last breath here, you invite the knee to lift up hips height without poking your glute, your tail up toward the ceiling. Beautiful. Holding the shape for 1 more deep breath in. And as you exhale, straighten your right leg, send the right toes back to meet the left again. Forehead down through center. Barrel the hips, sending the hips over to the right and to the left, just giving the body a little wiggle there in between sides. Pause back at center. Maybe switch the crossing of the palms, second palm on top. Rotate your right cheek down onto your mat. Take a moment, point the toes back. And then open up the left inner thigh. Think tree legs here into your half frog. Nice adjustment here so the body remembers. Hip point to knee, 90-degree angle. Knee to heel, 90-degree angle. You notice you don't have to force it here. The weight of your body will provide a gentle and safe invitation for your left inner thigh to open. 2 breaths in and out. Now we're going to use this extension and this opening when we stand up in a few breaths. So Whitney's looking really comfortable here, but I'm going to have to get them all up and after 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Free your left toes back. Forehead back through center. Reach your palms forward, spread your arms, make a big V-like shape with your body. Tops of the feet stay heavy, fingertips and palms ground. Lift just your forehead and your chest up. Exhale, drop them back down. Growing into that, inhale, lift the forehead, lift the chest. Float the tops of both feet. Superman the arms forward, lifting the palms and the fingertips up and off your mat. 5 breaths here with the option to add a little flutter of the legs and or arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out carefully, drop the toes, palms underneath the ribs, drop the chest. Find your cobra arms, so slide those palms back, beautiful. Inhale, lift up cobra or maybe up dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Leah, before you come up, walk those toes a little closer toward each other. Beautiful. In downward facing dog, we'll take a big breath in. Smooth breath out. Last little pushes right and left. Inhale, right leg up and back toward the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, right arm. 2 more. Inhale, right leg glides back with breath. Exhale, right knee, right arm, high or low. 1 more. Inhale, heel drives back, growing, stretching, breathing into the limb. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Twist, inhale, right knee over to your left arm. Exhale, open up, right knee toward the right arm. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, step it through. Warrior 1. I know I switched it up. Let's take a moment, meeting in Warrior 1. Chair pose, left toes top of the mat. Glide your body forward. Beautiful. Add a little pulse in the hips up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Right knee in towards your chest, flexing through the heel and the toes. 1 leg chair pose. So lift the sole of the foot all the way up. Drive your knee in towards your ribs. With the fingertips extending up, the crown of the head follows, the spine lengthens. You continue to firm your belly. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, rotating, opening up to your floating pigeon pose. You're gonna hold right here, or you're gonna bring your right peace fingers to your right big toe and your left hand to your left hip. Stand up tall on your left leg, bring your right knee towards your right tricep, and maybe you pause there. If you're feeling like it's okay to send the heel of the right leg over to the right, opening up, hand to big toe with an extended gripped toe, maybe that's what you take here. Otherwise, knee stays bent. Just like in our tree pose, the hips stay even. The extension happens in the back of the right leg for one more inhale. Coast your body back through tree pose to get out of here. Sole of the foot back in toward the left leg, high or low, arms up high, maybe gaze follows. Close the hip, knee back in towards your chest. Release the right leg, top of the mat, swan dive, forward fold, pour in. Palms to shins, inhale, flat back, heart out and up. Exhale, fold, stay there. One more just like that. Inhale, wave your heart forward. Exhale, fold back in deep. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back through plank pose, take your vinyasa, flowing with breath. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg glides up and back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Two more. Inhale, left heel goes back. Exhale, left knee, left arm. One more. Inhale, left heel back. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Take another twist. Inhale, left knee over to the right arm. Exhale, open up, left knee, left arm. Inhale, three-leg dog, left heel back. Exhale, step it through. Left leg forward, warrior one. Forward facing warrior. Giving your hips a moment to rest in neutral. Step your right toes forward to meet the left, chair pose. Sink in deep. Hips hover over heels. Hip points down and under, scooping toward the lower floating ribs. Keep length in your spine. Tuck your left knee in towards your chest, flexing through the left heel and toes, finding your one-leg chair here on your second side. Open up the left inner thigh, finding your four shape in the body here. Right knee is bent, left knee is bent. Heel and toes of your left foot stay flexed to protect your knee here on this side. Right hand to hip, left peace fingers to your left big toe. Stand up tall on your right leg, left knee stays bent to begin, and maybe it stays right there. Continue to ground through your right hip, pulling it back, gorgeous alignment there. You must have some awesome yoga teachers. Extend the left leg over to the left, breathing into the back of the left leg. Hip points stay even. Have some fun with it as you let your body inspire and maybe surprise you today. Every moment, every opportunity, every practice is different. Can you see what's in your body through your breaths today? Holding the shape, growing into the shape for one more deep breath in. Grounding breath out. Return a bend to the left knee. Find your tree pose again, second time, second side. Notice what's different. Take in the sensations, reach, grow, root into your space and grow up with breath. Close your hip. Release your left toes down to meet the right. Palms meet, shine your heart up, reach up, take a little back bend here. As you exhale, forward fold, melt all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back through your plank pose, flow through your last vinyasa of this practice today. Welcoming in whatever you'd like through your inhale, releasing, dumping whatever you'd like to let go of through your exhale. Collective breath in through your nose. Hold your breath in. Exhale, let it go. Drop your knees, tabletop pose. Walk the knees forward toward the heels of the hands. Bring your big toes to touch, spread your knees wide, take your child's pose, sweeping the hips back. Smooth breaths in and full breaths out. 2 more. Part the lips. Calm your brain and soften your body. Together we inhale and exhale. 1 more. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Walk your hands back, framing your knees with both hands. Bring your inner thighs and your knees to touch. Roll up to seated. Take a moment, left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. With eyes closed, we'll take a mindful minute here, or if you prefer to recline on your back, enjoying your Shavasana and corpse-like pose, you can. If you have extra time today, take more than a mindful minute, reminding yourself that self-care is never an inconvenience. Make time for you. Thank you so much for inviting us into your space. Until we meet again, namaste.